Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be a general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of February 23rd. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed and sharing. Thank you so much for doing that. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And some of you have even hit the hype button, so thank you. And of course, the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing that for me, for taking time out of your busy day to leave me a note, thanking me for my channel and that you found it and you're enjoying it. Some of you are even putting in there that you've subscribed to my channel as well. So thank you very much for taking all that for me. Thank you. All right. Ooh. 9 of Pentacles. So feeling more stable. Like understanding that things are okay in your life. You have enough. You're feeling very much independent. Right now you just want to be alone with yourself, your thoughts, things you want to do. You just want to keep to yourself just that little bit. It's probably very temporary, but you're just trying to go a little more solo. You know, spend a little more time with yourself, figuring out what it is that you truly want in your life. And whom, in some cases. You're very independent. You can take care of yourself. You have enough. People are really watching you. And you are not performing for anybody. You're just taking care of yourself this week, which is good. And the 4 of Cups. Yeah. Realizing some things in your life need to change. Sitting back, looking at where you're at, what you have, who's around you, and understanding that, you know, you're questioning many areas of your life, your choices, where you're at. Maybe you want a little more excitement in your life. You're a little bit bored right now. You just want something to do. You're not quite sure what to do with yourself. You have a lot of questions, more questions than answers right now. And the 10 of Rods. Yeah, wanting to move on. Not quite sure how to do it. Understanding that something is changed where you're at in life right now. And you want to move forward. You don't want to keep... looks like for many of you there's more and more burdens being put on you. Like things wanted from you. And you're just growing weary of doing that. It's not that you're not a giver or definitely, you know, you really do give heart and soul. But right now you're just wanting people to stop, you know, asking so much of you. It's literally wearing you down. You want a break from all of that. And it's steering you in a direction to literally move in a new direction. You know, no longer allowing yourself to put more burdens on yourself. You're tired of people expecting so much and it's not your responsibility. So you might be looking like, for many of you, you're moving on to higher ground. Tired of it, admitting it to yourself and moving away and spending more time with yourself. Yeah, the Death card. There may have been somebody you know has passed away, you know, and that's not nice, and I'm sorry to hear that. Or this could just be you yourself, you know, the ending of a cycle in your life. Like it's done, it's finished. There's no more give and take. You're tired. You're moving on to calmer shores for yourself and letting go. You know, this is new beginnings, change, transformation. You know, the ending of some cycle in your life is here. You know, it may have just happened for some of you or about to happen. And you're finally realizing to your inner self, it's time. You know, you don't admit that very often, but when you do make a decision that something is finished, you're finished and you just move on. You cut ties. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's good news coming in, that's for sure. Looks like for a whole lot of you, there's new romance coming in. You know, this could be you falling in love with something, you know, something you're doing, somebody else. This looks like could be a friendship that has been going on for a long time, and you're finally admitting there's more to this than just friendship. So you're taking that next step going forward, you know, offering that cup of love, wanting to help others, trying to figure out a way to break the ice to the opposite person. Or this could be them doing that to you. But it's really exciting to you. It's good news. You're thrilled about it. And now you're wondering what your next step is going to be. Yeah, the Moon card. Yeah, separating. Moving on. Picking a new path. Starting to literally take care of yourself. For many of you haven't been taking care of your health for a while. And it has taken its toll, and you're very much aware of it. You know, you may not say it to anyone else, but you're very aware. Maybe you have been overeating or over drinking, using some sort of substance, and you're understanding that it's not good for you. And it's time to cut some of that out of your life. You know, understanding that you need to change things in your life. Some of it's to do with not only just your health wise, as in what you eat, but exercising, you know, starting to take care of yourself, starting to take walks, bike rides, whatever it happens to be. And a lot of people are used to you being a certain way. And when you start to change like that, it makes them nervous. And it's not that you're not inviting them to go along with you. You know, if they decide to, you're okay with that. But you're no longer waiting on everybody else to change around you. You are changing your surroundings now. Yeah, the Two of Rods. Definitely have the whole world in your hand. Opportunities galore. You're looking out to do different things for yourself. You know, take that opportunity. Move forward. You know, some of you, you're looking to travel. And this could be abroad as well. You just want to allure excitement in your life. And you're doing things for yourself now. Like you have found your self-independence again. A lot of people aren't going to appreciate that, but you know what? You're not asking their permission. You're understanding that this is time for you to make this decision on what your next move's going to be. And wow, looks like for many of you, you're going to change a lot of things. Like you're going to start to take care of your health. You know, you're going to take care, and it's going to be like religiously almost. Don't know how else to describe it. I'm sorry. But, you know, you're going to do it like 2 or 3 times a week because it what makes you feel good. You're watching what you're eating. You're taking care of yourself. You're looking to travel overseas. For many of you, it's like just getting out of the same old and trying something new again. Yeah, and the Page of Cups. So definitely, you know, there's love on offer here. There's help, you know, there's travel, there's romance, the beginning of something brand new coming in for many of you. You know, maybe somebody has finally decided to tell you that, you know, I've had a crush on you for, and in turn you have as well. You just never spoke it aloud. You just sort of shrugged it off thinking, oh, it was just nothing. But this is you actually understanding that there's more there and admitting it and stepping into this. You know, this spark has really give you back your own vitality and realization that there's more out there for yourself. Maybe you haven't been quite you know, that happy-go-lucky person in a long time, and they make you feel that again. So it excites you to want more, try more, and do more. So, wow. And the Strength card. Yeah, you have the strength and determination. Don't underestimate yourself. You know, when you decide to do something, you go all in. You have courage, passion, you know, stableness about yourself because you're committed to this. You know, you're following your inner strength and focusing on your desire, what it is that you want and how to go about accomplishing it. So, wow. But you are managing to just peacify the world. You're not asking anybody for any kind of permission. You're just slowly turning in a new direction. Some people are aware of it, but for the majority of them, they haven't seen it yet. You're just thinking that you're, you know, going back to the old you. But in fact, it looks like for many of you, you're literally changing. And the World card, yeah. Letting go of things from the past, realizing there's a new, you know, better way for you, but it's somewhere else. Yeah, there's accomplishments here, you know, your fulfillment for yourself. There's travel, there's celebration, you know, there's a new way of life for yourself. So you're really embracing this feeling that's coming over you, and you are soon to grab a hold of it. Like you're changing, you're letting go of the past and people, places, and things as well, realizing that you've now outgrown many things for yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're pulling the weeds out of your garden. How's that? Taking care of yourself, making sure your bank accounts are in order, that they're continuing to grow instead of drain. You know, maybe some of you have made an investment. You're starting to see that it's giving you a little bit more back, and you've been patiently waiting for it because it gives you that feeling of, I can do something else now. So you're moving forward. Some of you, it looks like you're really thinking about investing in or starting up a business of your own. You know, there's been something that you've wanted to do for a long time, and that can be so small as, you know, small engine mechanic, cutting lawns, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be that you have to be there 9 to 5, 365 days of the year. This may be just something that you like to do on your own time, and you're realizing that it will pay you well. So you're really looking into different matters, different things that interest you. And you have a vast array of knowledge for many things. It's incredible. And the Nine of Swords, yeah. Overthinking, overanalyzing, stressing, worrying, self-doubt. My, you know, and you don't need that. Don't doubt yourself. You know, I know it's easier said than done, and I apologize for that, but wow, you know, you have so much here to look forward to. But right now, you know, even though you're focusing in on taking steps to change yourself, you still have that little bit of self-doubt in your mind, and it's really, you know, slowing your progress down. So you're trying to relinquish that. Maybe you've been having so many responsibilities for so long that you're still worried about, you know, if you cut the ties, how are they going to manage without you, sort of thing. You know, and the world continues on. Yeah, the Six of Swords, look at that, moving on to calmer, better shores, to where you feel appreciated, accepted, you know, and it looks like for many of you, you're literally physically moving to a different area, starting fresh again. You know, this could be a job, a home, something that you want to do because it gives your sense of life back to you. So, wow, you're moving on. You're going to have what you desire, but you need to cut some ties. All right, I'm going to give one more tarot card just to get a little more clarity, see if it's got any more understanding for all of this. All right. Yeah, look at that. The 7 of Swords. Tired of being betrayed, talked about, held back in some cases. You know, people telling you that, oh, if you do that, I won't talk to you anymore, and all those sort of negative vibes, and you're going away from that. You're not even telling anybody. You're getting yourself set up that you're picking a new direction. You're tired, you're worn out, no more people get to threaten you or any of that. You're taking care of your business first and yourself, and then you're just going to walk away from all of that negativity, because it is now taking its toll on you, and you don't want to be part of that anymore. All right, and your Oracle card. Trusting your intuition. Careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. Yeah, there you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.